What's up? It's Tim Michael with Tim Michael Arts, and I'm going to be showing you guys another caricature that I'm drawing of a fellow YouTube artist named LUKEATMEGO. Make sure you check out his channel, LUKEATMEGO. So here's his pictures that I robbed off of his channel from one of his videos of him drawing himself. Now I'm going to take him and draw him up as well. Of course, I don't have his permission, so let's make it look good. That way I don't get in trouble with him, huh? So I'm basically going to be basically going to be going between these two pictures here, and going to be trying to capture the mouth, the side of the face, just get the important features here. So I'm going to get right in with this just because we're going to run out of time really fast, so I'm finding out with these videos. I wish we had just a little bit more time than 15 minutes. It goes by so quick, which is so sad because then I realize that I've barely gotten anything done because I start the video over 3 or 4 times. So let's go ahead and get in with this. I'm just going to start, I think in this case I'm going to start with maybe in the last 3 or 4 video renderings that I tried to do of him. I started with a circle. I'm going to start this one with a rectangle and see what comes out. So basically just... Oh, do I have that on a separate layer? Yes, I do. Okay, good. Always make sure that you have your drawing off the individual layers. You know, that way you're separating things and it works out a lot better. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and start capturing some of this. Now, I like this face here, but I like this smile here. So we're going to go between the two. Actually, let me see if I can get away with stretching this just a bit wider. And this is hard to do because with my Cintiq I have the 12-inch Cintiq, and it's just a little bit small, you know. It's okay though, no complaining. This is an incredible piece of machinery, and definitely expensive, but worth it. Right away, totally worth it. I'm gonna make my brush size just a bit smaller. Now, I want you guys to look at something. Look at his pupils. He's got humongous pupils. So, because if you look at how much white is left in his eyes, there isn't much white left in his eyes. So make sure that you capture that. Really get those big pupils if you decide to ever draw LUKEATMEGO. Pay attention to those things when you're drawing people, because that is a very important likeness feature, that you get those little details. He's got these big eyebrows, so of course in true Tim Michael style, I'm going to go ahead and exaggerate those. But it's this quick scrape here that's going to say that this is his nose, even though it's not really the shape of the one on the picture. But remember, this is a caricature. This isn't supposed to be an exact likeness. I love LUKEATMEGO's work because he works mainly in black, white, and grays, and I think he does it with pastels, probably like oil pastels. And his work is just incredible because it brings out so much detail in just 3 tones, and that's what I appreciate about his work. So I'm gonna see if maybe I can find some way to kind of incorporate some of that into this piece, which is not going to be easy for me because that is not my specialty, but we'll see what happens here. I may end up changing 1 or 2 things to make it happen. I think I could. And if so, then you guys will learn a trick from me if I can do it fast enough to keep up with the video. There we go. Get that chin in there. Great. Looks pretty sweet. Looks better than my other 2 takes. 3 takes. It was 3 takes. See how much I love you guys? I want to give you guys something good to watch. That I'll do 3 takes. Alright, his hair. This will be fun. I call this kind of hair controlled chaos, you know? It's all over the place, but it looks good for some reason. Now, I don't know if this is throw gel in my hair, let's go record a video, or wake up in the morning, let's do a drawing, or this is my normal style, it looks awesome on me, and he gets away with it. Very good. So we're gonna make sure to kind of show off a little bit of this controlled chaos theory. There we go. So I'm noticing that people who upload videos of like cartoons, popular cartoons, they get a lot more hits. So we'll have to see if maybe we can work on something like that, because I know, of course, I want to make 10,000 subscribers. It's going to take forever, but I would like that. You know, I'd like to see this go somewhere fun. And I'm working on something else for you guys that should be pretty cool. And I'm not going to spoil it. You can see the test of it, the pilot version of it, on my secondary channel, because I was a little too scared to bring it professionally onto my main channel. But go take a look at it, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. I've already decided that I'm probably going to do it. I'm already working on the first intro video of it. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, go check out my secondary channel. Please subscribe. Please save the video into your favorites. Let's get some more people in, and it should be pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of exaggerate the lips. The hair looks good. Lips look good. Something here. Something needs to go there. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just brighten this whole thing just a little bit. There we go. So I'm doing this all on one layer right now. In a second here, I'm just going to go in a bit deeper with a deeper blue just to finalize some of the lines. And then I'm just going to change that tone with my one of my filters just to turn it black, and that adds a nice little effect, and it saves a lot of time instead of going over all this with black ink. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a nice dark blue, and I like working in something that's not black. And the reason why I like that so much is because I like having the feeling that this is not the final cut. And then once I switch over from this to the black, I'm like, wow, and hopefully I can show you guys what I'm talking about. We'll see. So just paying attention to his eyes here and making sure to capture them as close as I can. So we have 4 days left in the contest for drawing one of the Teen Titans. How are you guys doing? I've gotten a couple entries, not a lot. And I know I'm expecting about 33 entries. So if you guys are still working on them, I'm looking forward to seeing them. Send them over to me at fanart@timmichaelarts.com. Okay. Start filling in some features here. I'm not really going to worry about drawing pupils on him because his eyes are just dead dark. I see a little brown, but it's so dark, it's worthy just to kind of fill it in. So I'm just going to, as I get in deeper, I'm just going to push a little bit harder just to kind of get that fill. Make my brush size just a bit smaller so I can push a bit harder. It is so much fun getting to surprise people with caricatures. That's what I love about my job. People wait so patiently for, you to finish their piece, and they have no clue what it's going to look like. And then you show it to them or you send it to them. And I wait with bated breath for emails to come back in from clients to find out how they felt about their piece. And I love hearing results, seeing people come back for more. I have some clients that are trying to get in contact with me right now to see if they can get some more, and I need to contact them back. I just got a lot of stuff I'm doing. I'm having people coming to me, and I'm having to turn them aside because I'm so busy. And, I'm taking a break right now. This is what I'm doing. I'm literally taking a break from drawing caricatures because really, if I wasn't taking a break, I would be dead. Literally dead. I am so tired from drawing things that I have to draw. So this is like my lunch break per se, taking the time to make these videos. They're my break time, and I need it really bad. And if I don't have that, then I love my work, but when it becomes work over play, then you get concerned for yourself, because I don't want to feel like I'm working. I don't want to feel rushed, because then that messes up my art. And I don't want to give my clients bad art. So you need to take a break sometimes, even though you have so much to do, and just draw people, the way that you want to, and have fun with it. Oh, and another thing, I'm selling these caricatures on the web. You know, you guys can go take a look at my store. And the thing is I have these demos out of, you know, what I draw. And as people look at these demos, you know, they choose one and they purchase it, and I feel required to draw exactly like the demo is. You know, exactly the same art style. But then I've realized, no, that's not what it is. They've chosen me. They'll like the style, but they'll like what I've learned since then. And I have to remind myself, draw what I want to draw. You know, the client's going to love it no matter what. I have to think outside the box. If I don't do this outside the box, then I'm not going to like it. And I hate sending clients pieces that I don't like. And I'll spend hours upon hours upon hours doing these pieces. And I want to make sure that I send them the final cut of what they're going to love, of what I love, and, you know, I want everyone to be satisfied. I think that that should be your goal in general anyway. Okay, and I'm going to do some fill here because I'm looking at his lips and it gets really dark in this area here, so I'm just going to fill this in a little bit. Okay. There we go. And I'm just going to show these lines, but I'm not going to make them too long. Start capturing this eyebrow. So it's rounded here. And I'm going to spike it there. And I'm going to take it to a very tight lock right here. Kind of like that. And the other side's just square. So I'm going to go ahead and do that over here. Don't be afraid to go over lines, because what I'll do is I'll say, okay, this needs to have a bit more shadow, and so I'll draw the line a bit thicker in certain areas to provide that shadow. Like here on the lips, there's a bit of a shadow that hits the teeth. And if you feel like you're having a hard time, just make your brush a little bigger. It fixes everything. Now, his teeth aren't outside of his lip like I have drawn. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my eraser and I am going to gently erase the bottom of his teeth. And then I'm just going to go over it like this. And that's going to signify his bottom lip. And I'm just going to kind of show that kind of like that. There we go, that's much better. Take this down a little bit more. That's pretty cool, isn't it? We're at 14 minutes and 45 seconds, so let me go ahead and just show you how I switch over into the black fills. I'm just going to go over here to levels, and in my levels, I got 5 seconds. I'm just going to go ahead and take this, and we're going to go this way, and there you go.